Hello, my name is Gaston Garcia and today I want to show you the differences between using a smartphone or a professional camera to live stream your wedding day. Let's get started. I want to start by showing you these clips. These are two exact videos recorded from a smartphone and from a camera. This is not a live stream just yet. For the first few seconds we're going to see an actual recording from the camera and from a smartphone. Neither of these clips have been edited, so have a look. This right here is the camera, and the one that looks a little bit greener is the smartphone. This is the smartphone. As you can tell, the image is more balanced. The camera, the focus is on myself. Here we have a balanced image, and take a look at the backgrounds. In one of them you can see the whole thing, and in the other one you can just see me walking around because everything else is pretty much blown out. Everything is in automatic settings, so I didn't tweak anything here. The only downside I see with the smartphone clip is that it has quite a bit of a green cast, but that's because my house is full of plants and the greenery reflects everywhere on the walls, and the camera is doing a much better job at recording that. But besides that, the camera looks great when it's in focus and when I'm in front of the camera, as you can tell right now, but for everything else, now I'm gonna stop this right here. This is an actual live stream, okay? These clips have compression applied because you can have your family and friends watching at the same time you're broadcasting this, so the quality is not the same. This first clip is from a smartphone. It's gonna look better as soon as I hit play, and you can tell because of the sky, the way everything looks clear and blue, and the colors have a very great saturation overall. And compare with the camera in a moment. This is the camera shot. This is a Canon EOS R with a 24mm lens. It's a very expensive setup. This is the phone and that's the camera. Sounds strange, I know, but you can tell always the phone looks better when I'm not looking directly to the camera. So if you're getting married, ideally you will be looking to a side like I'm showing you right now. This is another clip. This is a very easy lighting scenario. Lighting is coming from behind the camera, so from in front of my face. This is super easy to handle for every camera. I was really struggling with the autofocus, and I'm a professional photographer, by the way. This is something very common, getting the camera not to focus properly on you, and well, you can actually see the black bars on the sides. That's because I was using OBS and I usually live stream using my phone. I think that's the best way to do it for most scenarios, unless I'm doing a professional live stream, but otherwise I'm always using my phone. So as you can tell, the smartphone image looks very clear and it looks actually really good for anything like this. And you can tell when the camera is actually focusing right now. Look at the trees. I have a bamboo tree in the middle of my house and you can tell the difference. Now, this is a clear advantage for the camera. I wanted to show you this. If you own a really expensive lens like I do, I have a 50mm lens that is amazing, and you know exactly how to use it and how to set it right, the image you can get looks much cleaner, it looks sharper, the focus, well, you can even tell the camera is having a hard time focusing, but skin tones, background blur, everything looks amazing when you have a great lens. But look at this. I have over $4,500 of camera setup here, and the camera decided to focus on the plant instead of my face, and I'm moving around, so it's super clear that it should be focusing on me, but I'm out of focus, and it looks at my face, it locks the autofocus on my face when I move, but otherwise smartphone is a much better choice for most people. But look at this. This is a great example of when the camera does a great job. I'm looking at the camera straight with light coming from the front. I decided to get rid of the bamboo on the right side, so the highlights are not as dramatic, and this is a big win for the camera. You can tell that looks much better. But look at this. When I stand in the sun using the smartphone, everything looks clear. You see? Now, when I do the same thing with a camera, everything is going to be blown out. I want to show you that in a moment. Look at that. You see my hand? If that's your wedding dress, nobody will be able to see it. And if that's your guest's face or your groom's face or whatever it is that you have standing under a full sun, that's what happens with cameras. So you need to prepare for all of these things. In general, what I wanted to show you is that Smartphone solves pretty much every kind of situation, no matter how tricky or how easy the light might be. You can tell this is a camera, this is a smartphone, and even when the camera managed to focus great, and I love the light from the camera. I'm gonna tell you that I love it, but it's a big difference when you stand in the sun because again, those blown out highlights are impossible to recover, and I'm sure you can see that on my screen right now. I hope this was useful, and if you want to learn more, you have a lot more information on our blog. Thank you for watching.